What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rich. Today we're going to be taking the M4 MacBook Air out. Going to be running a few games on it. It's going to be a chill video. We're going to see what's up. It's currently 8 p.m. on a Monday night. Kind of got bored, so I want to try and see how games run on this little guy. But yeah, we're going to start off easy by running some native games on here. And then later I'm going to run Crossover, which is a compatibility layer for macOS that allows you to run native Windows applications on here. And that means I want to try running GTA 5, even Counter-Strike. But yeah, I'm pretty excited this year to see that the M4 MacBook Air got like a spec bump in the memory department. It's now running at 16 gigs instead of 8 before, which I couldn't tell you how we were still doing that for all these years. I mean, it's 2025 now. I think this is the way to go if you want to buy a new MacBook Air now. 16 gigs of RAM is going to be plentiful enough to run some of these games, I believe. Not much has changed in the physical department from the M3 or the M2. I mean, you still have the MagSafe charger here, haptic style touchpad, and a new colorway. This one is sky blue. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Everything's set up here on the M4 Air. I have it connected to my 100-watt USB-C power supply, delivering good power throughout the entire gaming sesh. I connected the MacBook via a 5-in-1 USB hub from Anker. My gaming mouse of choice is the Logitech G502X Plus RGB or something like that. This one's my favorite gaming mouse lately. I got this in my last day in the life video with the Surface Laptop 7. Pretty expensive mouse, not gonna lie, but I just really like the colorway of it. I like how the RGB chroma just illuminates the center. It has a nice gray accent to it. It matches my setup pretty darn well. Clicking it just feels so nice. I love the infinite scroll wheel that's on there. So let's try to run a few games on here. First up, we're gonna start off easy. Minecraft. This is pretty much everyone's favorite game. I didn't see the Minecraft movie out yet. If you guys have, let me know how it is down below. All right, here we go. Minecraft, baby. Java edition. Let's do single player. Let's create a new world here. We'll call it Rich Me's world. Looks like we spawned in a grassland area. Biome blend, maximum render chunks, 32 simulation chunks, everything to the max, baby. Unlimited graphics. Always make sure to turn VSync off. This will just help reduce input lag, and it won't synchronize the frame rate to the MacBook's monitor refreshes rate. Pretty much everything to the max. Let's go. As you can see, it's still kind of loading in all of the items in the back. All right, and to pull up the FPS counter, all you gotta do is press FN, F3, and you can see here we're getting around 36 frames per second. Fancy graphics, 35. So I mean, it's running pretty well. It's not gonna be the smoothest since I have everything on the max. All right, we're gonna do large biomes. I wanna see these crazy mountains, crazy cliffs. Let's see what's up, guys. Still pretty smooth. I mean, obviously when you're up in the air, the frame rate is gonna be better. And once some of the world starts loading in, some of the FPS is gonna drop. Let's see if I spawn in a bunch of chickens. Wait, why are these chickens orange? I was used to seeing chickens being white. All right, so we're spawning a bunch of chickens. Let's see, the FPS is starting to drop just a little bit. But yeah, Minecraft, guys, this should work. Hopefully it does. Mind you, if you want a smoother frame rate, you could just turn the graphics and the render chunks down just a little bit. I just have it on fancy and maximum just to see how much we can push this thing. But let's get into the next game real quick. I'm gonna kick it up a notch. I'm gonna go and play Tabs, or a totally accurate battle simulator. Now, this is a pretty fun game. I played this a lot during my college classes whenever I had a bunch of downtime. It's basically a physics-based strategy game. You basically spawn a bunch of troops from different areas and have them fight each other via a point counter system, which is pretty cool. It actually does really well on Steam. Pretty high ratings here, 10 out of 10, 8.5. I actually remember this game being free. Well, let's just boot it up real quick. All right, so the game boots up pretty damn fast. Let's try to get in sandbox mode. See, there's a bunch of troops here. You can like kind of go around and have like people spawn in right here and fight. What do these guys do, huh? Void monarchs. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Yo. What? Okay, I guess. Also, if you're wondering about this box in the top right corner, this is the Metal Performance heads-up display. It basically adds a real-time overlay to your app that displays the FPS counter, resolution, the refresh rate, how much memory is being used in certain games that support it. If you want to turn this on, all you gotta do is go into Terminal, Command Space, type this in, and then copy and paste this command. I'll put a link down in the description below. It's like /bin/launch setnev mtl hud enable 1. I'm gonna do a temperature check real quick. I'm gonna bring out the infrared gun. Yeah, it's getting a little bit hot to the touch, especially on the top of the keyboard base right here. Yeah, so this is around 108 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not too bad. The trackpad is going to be the lowest temperature. Around the keyboard is going to be around medium, so, and At the top, you probably won't feel unless you, well, actually touch it, but it's gonna be the hottest. Screen-wise, pretty low temperature too. It's not too hot to touch, which is good. Let's just go crazy and just spawn in a bunch of troops and see how much I can push this. See, we're dropping a little bit of frame rates here. Okay, that's what I like to see. 13, 12, can we go even lower? I think it's good enough. All right, let's see what's up. Oh, crap. I can't even, nothing's even working. This is really pushing the M4 right here, baby. Talking slideshow quality here, 4 frames per second. Honestly, this is what I like to see, baby. This is what I like to see. Let's go. The game didn't crash yet. I don't even know what's going on anymore, but I can kind of move around. And that's pretty much it. Damn, and this game is only using 4 gigs of memory, so we're still pretty good. Next up, we're gonna kick it up a notch. War Thunder. It's a free-to-play game. You know, you got tanks, airplanes. It's pretty much on all platforms like PS5, Xbox. And I remember there was a little bit of debate on whether or not War Thunder was more CPU or GPU intensive. And I think the answer is a little bit of both, to be honest. All right, here we go, guys. We are in. I'm not even playing with you either. I have all the best tanks on USSR here. I didn't really play that much growing up. I think I only got to rank 3. So we got all like the T-34 and KV-1S tanks, which is cool. Running full screen, max resolution at 2560 by 1600p. VSync is yet again off. I recommend turning that off. Just jump right into battle. You can see this notch is kind of taking up the to battle sign. Looks like this game is running pretty well here too. Averaging 40-some frames per second. Try to zoom in on here and see what's up. Okay. Just a small lag spike right there, nothing too serious. Damn, what's not going on here? Oh shit, oh shoot. Oh crap, okay. See if we get that again. Green spot. Ah, damn. All right, it's been a minute since I played this game, guys. And while we're at it, we're gonna run planes on here too. If you guys wanna know too, here is my aviation fleet. Really put his time and efforts into USA. He's got the P-40E, got P-400. Yeah, with the same settings, we're running at a constant 60, 65 plus frames per second, which is really nice. Cockpit views, not bad, okay. There we go, guys. There we go. First airplane down. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, oh, there we go. All right, now I gotta delete some games to make space for the next game, Baldurs Gate 3. Yeah, since we are working with the M4 MacBook Air here, you only get 256 gigabytes of storage. It's not too bad. I mean, I'm not gonna be playing all these games here at all times. Damn, 145 gigabytes. We have all the settings up to ultra settings. Resolutions at 1710 by 1068, aspect ratio of 1610. Likewise, we have anti-aliasing set at TAA. We're backing out here. I'm on Act 1, so I just got out of the prologue. So as you can see, scrolling out the map is around 27, 26 frames per second, which is not bad. Many of you guys know that Baldurs Gate 3 is a pretty CPU intensive heavy game. A lot of stress on the memory as well. As you can see here, we're almost touching close to 8 gigs of RAM usage on it. Go through the ancient door. Frame rate does jump up to around 30, 50 so it's pretty inconsistent. Likewise, always have VSync off. But yeah, when we're inside areas, the frame rate does jump up much higher, almost double. And after about an hour or two of gameplay on here, the temperature is bumping around to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. So still the MacBook Air is keeping relatively cool under all this stress. Next up, we're gonna try and run some Windows games on here. Now there's a bunch of different apps that allow you to do this. For example, Parallels, Whiskey, or even Mythic, but I'm gonna use Crossover. I felt like it's the best for most people. They do have a 2-week free trial if you wanna test it out and see if it works for you. The full release is around $74, not sponsored by the way. You have to download some of the bottles, but yeah, let's boot up Steam and see what it's like. This is gonna be like the Windows version, so you can see like the closing tab X mark is on the right hand side rather than Max, which is like on the left hand. All right, next game we have up is Counter-Strike 2. I have all the settings here around medium right now. Putting this to very high is gonna cause this game to crash. It happened to be a few times now already, so I think medium works best here. All right guys, so we loaded on Dust 2 map. We get the Galil here. Game is averaging around 35, 40 some frames per second. There are a few lag spikes as you can see right here, like right here. The game is still playable though. I'm not sure how it's gonna be whenever you get to like heated moments. Let's just bring out the MP5 to make this a little easier on me. How am I getting shot? Let's go, baby. Crap, come on. Yeah, so as you can see, Counter-Strike is running pretty good on here other than maybe the occasional lag hiccups. I think if you're gonna be playing competitively, it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle, especially when all like the bombs and explosions and all that go off. Might not be the best if you're trying to play competitively, just go on PC then, but hey, the game still runs fine on here. Let's check out the next game. All right, well, here we are. GTA 5, baby. Let's turn everything up to very high. We do ×8 MSAA, water quality, everything just on very high, and population density to the max, as well as distance scaling.
And are you serious? This motherfucker is fluff.
Glad you like it. As I told you, it's yours.
It looks to me it's pretty much above 60 frames here on camera. Let's try and run a benchmark test on here. Yeah, so we're averaging around 60, 70 some frames. And while GTA 5 is a pretty old game now, almost like 10 plus years, it does still test a lot of machines till this very day. Rockstar's advanced game engine is absolutely mind-blowing in my opinion still. And for a game to look and run as good as this is something I expect on the M4 MacBook Air. Hopefully GTA 6 comes out this year. We've been waiting a lot of time for this game. If you guys want to come back to this video and let me know when that game drops, comment down below. Yeah, everything is really smooth here, guys. Still, GTA 5, it's definitely playable on the Mac for sure, as you can see here. All right, we are in Cyberpunk 2077. Graphics wise, I have a quick preset at medium. Ray tracing is turned off. I'm not trying to run this to the ground, you know, but let's just do a quick benchmark real quick and see how that looks. 34, 33 frames per second, which is nice. The benchmark test here is doing a pretty good job too. I don't see any hiccups or lagging. The game looks great as well. I think when we get to outside, yeah, we're dropping down like 20 some frames per second here. Here's our results, average 29 frames per second. We're playing Cyberpunk, baby. Yeah, but it's just really nice to see Cyberpunk 2077 on here. It's running very smooth, no tinkering, no tedious setups. Let's see what this game looks like if we turn on ray tracing, just cause. I don't know, the game can still kind of run, but yeah, we're looking like 7, 8 frames per second right now. Yeah, definitely possible, but it's just so laggy right now. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got on the M4 MacBook Air. Just a couple games I want to try out. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you do have the M4 MacBook Air for a $1,000 laptop. This can definitely game. A lot of the native apps on here work well, but if you do want to venture out and try downloading some Windows, then definitely try to find yourself an app like Crossover that can run these applications. If you guys didn't think the M4 MacBook Air base model could game, now you know. Anyways, that's all I got for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next video, guys, peace.